Hey everyone, my name is Miguel Rodriguez. I am a missionary with the Fellowship of Catholic University Students at Texas Tech University. I graduated from Benedictine College in 2019 studying finance, but most importantly, I spent 4 years at St. Dominic Savio, graduated in 2015. I have a big heart for you guys. Love y'all very much. But I understand that you're about to have Imago Christi Day. And what is it? It's an opportunity to perform what the church calls corporal works of mercy. And I want to share with you what mercy is. But first, I want to share with you what mercy is not. So when you think of mercy, what is the first image or phrase that comes to mind? Well, it's have mercy on me, please. Well, what do we usually mean by that? A definition that comes to mind is sparing someone a punishment that they deserve. In other words, stopping the hammer of justice before it strikes. But if we look at the Old Testament, the semantics of mercy are very unique. The word mercy can actually be found many times. However, the Hebrew language, which is much more beautiful than our English language, has two different uses for the word. The word for mercy in the Hebrew language is rahamim, which describes the love of a mother for a child. It derives from the root word rehem, which means the mother's womb. So in the Bible, when it speaks of God's mercy, it actually talks about God's mother tenderly love. And this is important to note because when the Lord speaks of the Israelites, he speaks of his love for them compared to a mother loving her child. So in the New Testament, we move to the Greek root word for mercy, which is misericordia. And this may sound familiar as we say it in the Mass very often, but if we break down this word, misere means misery, and cordia is the Greek word for heart. So we are saying, God, come into my miserable heart. Misericordia, misery, heart. God, come into my miserable heart. Mercy is the pouring out of love into a person's misery. It is God reaching down with his hands into our heart and healing. We are saying, God, come into my miserable heart, reach down into my heart and heal my misery. So every time you say, Lord, have mercy, Christ, have mercy, you're not saying, Lord, spare me from a punishment. You're saying, Lord, come into my miserable heart. So the corporal works of mercy are therefore a reaching into someone's misery and restoring value, restoring hope and love where it has ceased to be remembered, acknowledging and feeding the homeless, visiting prisons, visiting the sick. When COVID is over and all these things are done and you can actually go and visit the sick, all these are ways that we can live out God's mercy and that we actually become his hands reaching into people's misery. Now, COVID may prevent you from going out and experiencing mercy in the streets or at organizations. But St. Dominic Savio, Imago Christi Day is not the only day that you can practice mercy. You can live it out every single day. Every day we have the opportunity to be merciful to our neighbors and to those around us, to restore and uphold the value of those around us. So as a focused missionary, what do? I go out on a college campus, I lead Bible studies, I mentor young men. My job is to reach into people's misery. Sometimes people don't know they're miserable. People need Jesus. Just like I needed Jesus in college. Somebody came into my misery, found me when I was at my lowest point, grabbed me by the hand and led me to the Lord. So as you go about today, as you go about the rest of your lives, just remember, reaching into somebody's misery is an act of mercy. St. Dominic Savio, know of my prayers for you. Know that the Lord has looked upon you with love, and I thank you, and God bless you.